Hello everyone. It's your boy Jesus Alcaraz and
Irene Wilkinson.
very tired and very exhausted, but welcome back to the stream, everyone. How are we? How is Irene?
Mostly good. Excited to see what will happen this match.
Okay.
All right, final matchup for tonight's event: Southridge Suns versus our Pasco Bulldogs. Tonight at 106 for the Suns, Sophie versus Jesus Monzo.
Okay, so let's watch this thingy thing.
Versus Nathaniel Tovar.
Blah 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 versus Nathaniel Tovar.
At 120, Suns will forfeit. Eric Correa for the Bulldogs.
Whoa.
At 126 for the Suns, Stephen Meyer versus Daniel Jimenez. At 132 for the Suns, Kenya Shi. And for the Bulldogs, Miguel Xhosa. .138 for the Suns, Xavier Ruiz. And for the Bulldogs, Devin Fromm. At 145 for the Suns, Austin Gideon. And for the Bulldogs, Isaiah Gonzalez. Michael Faylor. And for your Bulldogs, Jose Elijah. Halo. At 195 for the Suns. For the Suns, Sophie. And for your Bulldogs, Jesus Monzo.
So first up we have Jesus Monzo, Pasco Bulldogs.
Whoa.
Ooh, the
Okay.
Suns win at 4.
And he knocks him down. Two takedown.
The Suns have him pinned pretty well. Ooh, Bulldog got out of... Suns still has Bulldog pinned, but the Bulldog's trying to get out of it. Suns have two points so far this match.
Okay, so
Sun has Bulldog down again.
yikes. That does not seem good.
Bulldog's trying to get out of it. He's doing decent. Ooh, the Sun's pushing him onto his back. The ref hasn't started counting yet. There's about 40 seconds left, and the ref calls it. Looks like the Suns won this match.
Oof.
Getting, I believe, 2 points. 6, actually. The Suns are now currently in the lead with 6 points. Pasco 0.
Wrestling at 113 for the Suns.
But hi, how's everything?
And for the Bulldogs,
Good, except for that a little bumbly start. I feel like we'll take this next one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not very good at this commentary thing. Well, when it comes to wrestling.
Ooh. Suns go in right for the... Ooh, Pasco's 2 takedown. Pasco's... Pasco has the Sun in a lock.
And filling in for Jesus is Cheyenne.
Put it closer to the mouth. Pasco won that last one, making it 6-6 between Pasco and the Suns.
accepting the forfeit at 120 for the Bulldogs, Eric Correa.
And poor Eric Correa, he ended up with the forfeit, which means he wins.
Making the Pasco Bulldogs having 12, Suns 6.
Suns, Stephen Meyer. For your Bulldogs, Daniel Jimenez.
For the Bulldogs, we have
Daniel Jimenez.
ooh, the Bulldogs going for the legs, but the Suns blocked it.
And there goes Daniel for that shot, but didn't get it.
Ooh.
There's a nice collar tie happening right now.
Ooh, the Suns got Pasco in somewhat of a lock on the ground.
Daniel's fighting to get up and turn himself out of it.
Ooh, which he did good, and he got himself out of it.
And Daniel, they're scrambling actually, and there's that 2 takedown.
Pasco in the lead with 2 points for this match as of right now. Pasco has a pretty good tight
Armbar, which he lost and now is going toward a crossface and didn't get that. 1 escape for Southridge Suns. The score is now 2-1. Pasco in the lead.
Ooh, Suns went to take him down, but Pasco got him in a lock.
Daniel win for a shot, and they're scrambling. Daniel got hip control and now has a 2 takedown. Score 4-1. And Southridge Suns with the 1 escape.
And that's time.
For first period. Next period is second.
Now it's 2-4. Pasco in the lead.
And period 2 has started.
Ooh, Pasco went in for the leg grab, but Suns dodged it.
Daniel Jimenez trying to get wrist control currently.
Ooh, Pasco got a nice leg grab and threw him to the ground.
And 2 takedown for Pasco. Score is now 6-2.
Got him pretty nicely pinned, but Suns is slowly getting up. Ooh.
And there he was for that moose. And 1 escape for Southridge Suns.
Ooh.
Southridge is trying for that shot, but Daniel has a front headlock and is trying to snap him down. And there it is, 2 takedown for Daniel. Score is 8-3. And that is the end of round 2. On to round 3. Daniel is in bottom position with Southridge on top. Southridge is trying for that crossface, but did not succeed. Then he tried for the half, and now the crossface. Daniel tried to escape, but was held down by Southridge.
We're about down to 50 seconds.
Southridge is going for an arm bar. .35 seconds on the clock. And scrambling. 2 reversal for green, which is Pasco. Score is 10-3. .7 seconds on the clock. Southridge down. And Daniel let him escape for 1 point, so score is 10-4. That is the end of round 3, and Daniel won by points, which gains another 3 points for the Bulldogs. It's now 15-6.
Our next match at 132 for the Suns. Kenya Sheen. And for the Bulldogs, Miguel Xhosa.
For the Bulldogs, we have Miguel Xhosa. Sorry for butchering your last name.
Xhosa. Miguel Xhosa.
Ooh. Reaching for that leg grab.
Xhosa went in for a shot. And
He's gotten the leg.
all he needs is hip control, and he'll get the 2 takedown.
Ooh, the Sun's standing up, trying to break free.
2 takedown for Xhosa.
So when the Sun stopped moving on the ground, why didn't the ref start calling?
The reason why he hasn't called stalling yet is because it wasn't a long enough time. Right now he is counting, which will give him near fall points. And looks like it might be a pin, but it's still too early to tell.
50 seconds left on the clock. He looks pretty much pinned to me, but
Southridge is fighting out of it, and Miggs has that arm bar.
ooh, Pass is doing pretty well keeping him there. But Suns is trying very hard to get out of that.
Fans are calling short time as there's 20 seconds on the clock.
Ref is checking to see how close he is to the ground.
Southridge is fighting very hard.
5 seconds left on the clock. And that's time.
And that would be the end of first round for 2 Pasco, 0 Southridge.
Looks like someone might be injured.
Oh, blood time or injury time. And it is Southridge, I believe.
Yes, and it has something to do with his shoulder.
So this is going to be injury time and Southridge's shoulder, or it could be a breathing issue too. My guess is shoulder. And it looks like Southridge had used up all his injury time, thus forfeiting the match towards Pasco. The score is now 21-6 with Pasco in the lead.
Wrestling at 138 for the Suns, Xavier Ruiz. And for your Bulldogs, Devin Fromm.
Looks like Fromm is wrestling.
Ooh.
Oh, they're out of bounds, so the ref is going to call them back in. minute and 40 on the clock, still 0-0.
Ooh, Pasco going for a takedown.
Looks like Southridge is going in for a shot, and they're
Whoa.
scrambling.
Ooh, they're throwing each other. Jeez.
Starting again with a minute and 12 on the clock. Pasco in for that shot.
Got his leg pretty good.
And Southridge is sprawling on top and cross-facing.
Pasco's doing pretty well holding that placement, but it's now lifting him up.
Pasco drove, and now we're just waiting for him to get hip control in,
30
and
seconds left on the clock.
he will get that 2 takedown there. It's too late for that 2 takedown.
They're both fighting pretty hard.
Since Southridge has the leg and Pasco is on top of the waist, there's that 2 takedown.
Pasco in the lead with 2 points as of right now. And that's the buzzer for period 1.
What would have potentially been a 2 reversal is now not official because there was no time ran out. Score is 2-0, and we're going into the second period. Pasco's on bottom with Southridge covering.
Pasco trying not to let him get a hold. Ooh. Ooh, Pasco's sadly kind of is now underneath the Suns.
What would have been near fall points was reversed into his stomach by Fromm.
Ooh, Pasco's doing a pretty good job getting out of that.
There you go. Two near fall actually for red. Could not quite decide what that was.
2-2 for points.
2-2. Fromm is trying to pry that leg in so he can get the reversal, and they're scrambling.
There's about 50 seconds left on the clock. Both struggling, but Pasco has
2
the lead
reversal.
now.
And they're out of bounds, thus making them go back into the center. Oh, looks like coach from Southridge is calling the ref towards the score table.
It looks like the coach is questioning the call of the ref called.
Ref still decided his call was correct. 37 seconds on the clock exactly. Scores 4-2.
Suns on the bottom, Pasco on top. Pasco got him in a pretty good lock, but the Suns is definitely fighting pretty hard.
That is a far ankle grab, yes, and he's grabbing his near ankle too. Oh, looks like he's trying to get a leg in and inside trip. And it looks like another inside trip. Oh, there's the one escape. And Southridge immediately shot in, and it's another scramble. Score is currently 4-3, and that is the end of second period. Oh, there was a 2 reversal called, so score is now 4-5.
Suns are winning.
And it looks like it is Southridge's choice, and they are going down. Fromm is about to cover, and he's covering. He went in for an arm chop.
Ooh, took him right down to the mat.
Indeed, broke him straight down. Oh, he's going to go in for an inside trip again and has his arm and tight waist. Oh, going for a cradle.
The Sun is trying very hard to stand up, but the Pasco is not letting him.
And it looks like Suns is going out towards there, causing them to be out of bounds.
About 1:30 left on the clock. Pasco on top, Suns on bottom.
Score is 4-5.
Pasco losing.
Pasco trying to throw in that half. There's that power half, but his hands got peeled. And there is a ankle grab currently happening to get legs in.
Almost a minute left.
Oh, Fromm, be careful. Ooh. To be quite honest, I don't know what this is. Looks like Southridge is trying to escape.
Well, Pasco has his leg. Ooh.
And
Ooh, Pasco on top. 40 seconds left.
What was a good scramble and resulted in Pasco keeping top. Fromm needs to get back points in order to be in the lead, as Southridge is in the lead with 5.
Ref was counting.
But was not given as there was too short a time. Oh, too near fall. There we go. Fromm in the lead with 6-5.
About 15 seconds left. Pasco in the lead.
This was a good match, folks. A short time is being called out by the fans, and
Pasco just has to hold this.
Oh yeah. And it looks like Fromm won 6-5.
Making Pasco win this round.
Score is currently being updated to 24-6. First match only being Southridge only win currently.
Up next at 145 for the Suns, Austin Gideon. And for your Bulldogs, Isaiah Gonzalez.
And wrestling currently is Isaiah Gonzalez, also known as Igon. He placed first his freshman year at state and third his sophomore year at state.
Ooh, both very feisty at the very beginning.
There we go. He fished for it.
Ooh.
And there was that 2 takedown. One escape for
Why did he throw his headpiece?
either to get out on bottom or because it was actually coming off and he just hit it by accident. It looks like from our angle that he threw it, but it's still undetermined by us. And it looks
Is it illegal for them to throw their headset?
Say that they're on bottom and they purposely unhook it and throw it, that is an illegal move, thus resulting in either unsportsmanlike conduct or a technical violation on them.
Wow. So far, Pasco in the lead 2-1 for this round.
It looks like coaches are questioning the ref. Here we go. Inside tie is being challenged.
Ooh.
Isaiah went in for that shot, and 2
Got it.
was rewarded.
He's keeping his place. Oh, now he's throwing over. But it looks like the Suns did some type of scorpion technique to get out of it. But
currently, Igon is trying to throw in a half. but was unsuccessful.
Still on top though, keeping that hold.
I'm sorry, but it's a wrestler.
And it looks like Southridge Sun is currently bridging, trying to not be pinned. And he's currently trying to belly out, as it looks like. And Isaiah is currently in a leg ride and was awarded 3 near fall. Score is currently 11-1. If he gets 5 more points, he will tech the opponent. There is 20 seconds left on the clock. And there's 2 near fall. And it is currently not being awarded any other points as Southridge Suns just rolled over. And there's counting going currently. And 2 near fall before the buzzer. Score is currently 15-1 going into the second period. All Isaiah needs is 1 to 2 more points, and he will tech his opponent. And it looks like Southridge is choosing top. Isaiah reaching back and got a 2 reversal. Score is now 17-1. Isaiah teched his opponent. Tech means that you have beaten your opponent by score and not by a pin or default.
Up next, wrestling at
Score is currently 29-6.
Ryan Stayrook. And for the Bulldogs, Travis Thorn. Correction on that, we are at 152.
So 152 weight class.
Pedro Garcia, and for the Bulldogs, David Tobias.
David Tobias is wrestling currently. And started first period.
Ooh, Suns went in for that leg grab, but did not get it. Bulldog was keeping his hold pretty tight, and now he's got in his leg.
Tobias went in for an ankle pick and did an inside trip for that 2 takedown. And coach is currently questioning the ref. And Coach Covington is currently explaining to Tobias what was potentially dangerous or illegal. I'm sorry, I was not able to catch that. But Southridge is going to be down while Tobias is going to cover. Tobias covers. And Tobias is currently holding him down while trying to do a spiral ride. And there's that arm chop. And he's going after that 2-on-1, but was unsuccessful. Looks like he was going for that butt around barbed wire, but was not able to get that crossface in correctly. Ooh, going in for that arm bar. And a half was thrown in. They're scrambling.
Ooh, Suns almost broke free of it, but the Bulldog put him, or smacked him down in the mat. Pretty much, yeah.
Tobias mat return. But it
Ooh.
looks like the Suns is angry.
Definitely infuriated. Ooh, the referee and the coaches are talking as of right now to figure out.
Ref
the
had
heck?
called it potentially dangerous.
Missing a set of keys. We've got a Toyota key fob here with some house keys attached to it.
And ref and coaches are arguing.
So if you're missing some keys, they're here at the announcer's booth.
And Southridge Sun looks very upset.
There's 25 seconds left on the clock. It's 2-1, Pasco in the lead. The Suns coach is now going to talk to him. Never mind, the ref calls him.
Calling Tobias in so that way he could cover. And ref explaining to Tobias what he cannot do.
Just started, 25 seconds left on the clock.
And Tobias let his opponent escape.
Now it's 2-2.
With 2 rounds left with 15 seconds on the clock.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, Tobias trying to go in with that throw.
Ooh, and juked him out.
That was a swipe, or could have potentially been a punch or a slap if he was hit. But because Tobias had ducked, it wasn't intent to harm, thus no unsportsmanlike conduct. Tobias chose neutral.
So what are the basic rules in wrestling?
High school is very much different than college, so there's a lot of different rules. Tobias just went in for that shot. By the way, 2 takedown was awarded. One thing for sure is you cannot have 2 hands on the head while in this down position.
I'm guessing kicking and punching is illegal.
Yeah, no kicking, no punching. That's considered unsportsmanlike conduct. You cannot do a 5-point throw over your shoulder, as that is potentially legal. If you are mat returning, which is when the opponent's trying to escape and you pick them up and drop them, your hands cannot be locked.
Ooh, Pasco's gotten pretty good onto the mat. Trying to keep him there.
He is cross-facing and trying so desperately to get his shoulders down to the mat to get the back points or that potential pin. The score is currently 4-2 with a minute left on the clock.
Calling.
Ooh. Oh, looks like Tobias is going in for that Saturday Night Ride.
Ooh,
And there's that pin.
Ref finally called it. Pasco won.
A Saturday Night Ride is where 2 legs are underneath the opponent's legs and you're lifting them up so their shoulders are flush against the mat.
Definitely sounds like one heck of a
Now
ride.
at 160 for the Suns, Ryan Stayrook. And for your Bulldogs, Travis Thorn.
Weight class 160, Travis Thorn wrestling for your Bulldogs. And the reason why your opponent potentially will slap their skin is so they can get the blood flowing very good and awaken their muscles. There was Travis posting his hand upon his opponent's shoulder and faking in a shot. Faking and faking, wrist tie. The reason why tagging your opponent's forehead is not against the rules is because you're not intentionally slapping them. Ooh, there was a quick ankle snatch and was let go. But he has an over and under currently. And there's that inside trip. Ref is currently counting. And there is 2 takedown awarded. And Southridge is able to bridge and tried to get that reversal and got that reversal while there was a 3 near fall awarded to Travis Thorn. There was a throw, but that was not a 5-point throw. That was just a simple mat return. Oh, and it looks like he's trying to go in for a half while he is leg riding. Oh, and there was Travis trying to so desperately to get that reversal. Travis is standing up while his opponent is hanging above him. If at any point Travis's feet were taken off the mat, the ref would have stopped and said that that was potentially dangerous. Oh, and it looks like Southridge is trying to grab the headgear to get an advantage. Oh, and is trying to cross-face while holding the face. And that is the end of this round.
Round 1. Yeah.
To update you on score, Bulldogs are at 35-6, while Travis has 5-2. One escape awarded to red side. Travis can have a neutral. What happens usually is the opponent is trying to choose bottom, and what the coach wants to do is have them go neutral, so they award him a 1 escape. And there was trying an ankle pick, and now he's in a front headlock. And Travis is reaching for that leg, trying so desperately to get another takedown. Oh, that was trying to get him up and ready for a throw. And there is a stall call on green, I believe, which is very undetermined why. Do you have any questions, Irene?
So what's the deal with the socks?
Socks?
I mean, the shoe socks. Like, what do they exactly wear on their feet? To be precise?
They are wrestling shoes. They're very specific shoes on the mat because they don't have spikes. They're typically very flat on the bottom, and they're very flush against your skin. There's really no specifics to it. It's like there's football shoes, there's volleyball shoes, there's basketball shoes, you know. Everyone is calling for Travis to get a 2. And there's an inside trip, but they are out of bounds, so there was no point awarded.
About 40 seconds left on the clock. For 40 seconds left for period 2. There we go. I was looking for the words, but they were not coming to me.
And sorry for taking over for Jesus.
Ooh, both kind of just standing there, kind of looking tired, but yet they're both fighting pretty hard.
Wrestling needs a lot of stamina?
Yeah.
I'm not good at English, apparently. And Southridge is trying to get that takedown and has lifted Travis off of the ground.
Ooh.
That's a nice little jump shrub to try to end. There is that takedown for your Bulldogs.
Just with a second left, and that was called for period 2.
Score is currently 7-3. Thorn in the lead. Green chooses neutral, allowing both opponents to get a potential at a shot. crowd is cheering for Travis Thorn currently.
Ooh. Got the Suns on one knee and then popped right back up.
Ooh, and Southridge was successfully able to throw, but Travis attempted to roll.
Ref is counting.
And then there's the 2 takedown awarded to Southridge with a 3 near fall, thus putting Southridge in the lead to 8-7. Travis is trying to get a switch or get away.
Ooh, finally got out of that somewhat.
That is a knee slide, and he's currently fighting for hand control. Oh.
So when they like are trying to grab their arms, how hard can they smack to grab their arms?
Surprisingly enough, they can smack pretty hard as long as you're not leaving an immediate handprint. You're good. And there was no one escape awarded currently, thus they're fighting for a reversal or a mat return. And 1 escape awarded, leaving the score 8-8 with 30 seconds on the clock. And to answer your previous question, as long as they do not leave an immediate handprint, there is no potential harm done.
Wow.
And it looks like Southridge is stalling.
20 seconds left, or now 15.
And it looks like Southridge wasn't the only one stalling, but also was.
Suns down. 5 seconds left. 2 points given to Pasco.
And they went out of bounds with 4.1 seconds left.
Now the question is, can the Suns somehow take him down in 4.1 seconds?
The only thing that would get them to tie at this point would be a 2-point reversal. And if he successfully gets that reversal, they'd go into overtime. There is currently a caution on Travis for not waiting for his opponent to set. And scramble, and period ended.
What was his chance of getting that to?
Oh, there has been reversals done in just seconds, which would happen this. Travis Thorn won.
Now the score is apparently, wow, okay. Now the score, Pasco in lead, 38 to the guest 6.
And now we have Elijah Tovar stepping onto the mat.
For Pasco Bulldogs.
His full name is Jose Elijah Tovar, but we go by Tovar or Jose. Elijah. You can see Coach Covington in the background along with Coach Dom and Coach Sparks.
Both took their time to figure out what the heck they were going to do.
They are currently collar tying and fighting for wrist control. The crowd is silent. Shh. Stalemate.
Ooh, both a little feistier this beginning of this.
Oh, there it is. Who's going to get the takedown?
Ooh, Pasco looking good for that takedown.
But now there's that takedown. That was a really big scramble, and there's currently an injury time. Southridge is currently in a downed position.
Pasco in the lead with 2.
Tovar is trying to get an ankle trip, inside ankle trip to get that mat return, but was unsuccessful, thus resulting them out of bounds.
So, do you know why it's a circle?
My guess is the ring. You know, like how boxing, they have like an octagon. Like we have a ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. Caution on Elijah Tovar for not letting bottom set. And now caution on red for moving.
So, you have that big ring, and then you have that little ring in the middle, and then there's a box in the middle. Does that box mean anything?
So the box is where you are going to step when you approach the mat. The ref, so for at a tournament, the ref's going to tell you if you're red or green, and there is a red line and a green line on it for you to step on that side. It helps let the ref know who to award points to. For matches like this, the home team is usually green, while the away team is usually red.
Ooh. Both did a...
That's a fancy attempt at a switch, but was only awarded a 1 escape instead with 38 seconds on the clock.
So is there a move named the Swan?
Not that I am aware of, actually.
Well, me and Jesus were joking earlier that the way that his legs were up, the way that they're holding each other, it was graceful like a swan. So we called it the Swan move, and it was absolutely funny.
Tovar with that 2 takedown. And there's like really funny names for a lot of moves. There's one called the Moose, though.
And for the Moose, what is normally happening? Oh, and that's again for period 1 of this round.
On the Moose, you start in a normal position. You snap their arm while you rotate to the other side. Then you push on the elbow, tuck your arm in, tuck your head in, and roll forward, thus having their shoulders on the mat while yours are sideways, and they'll start counting near fall points.
Oh, wow. So it's a very effective move.
For near fall, yes. And it's a good move to start out with.
Oh, Pasco in the lead with 4, Guest with 1.
Looks like they're going neutral. You can faintly see that green line that Tovar just stepped on, but it is there. Looks like he's trying to go for a double underhook while Tovar wraps his arms around the body.
Trying to get that leg underneath him, but not happening.
Either Tovar was going for a trip or something else, while the opponent was going for a throw. There's a nice single leg going on while trying to get control, but Tovar lost it.
So, with certain moves, is like if hitting certain body parts, is it illegal?
If you hit too roughly on the head, that is illegal. If you hit the groin area, that is also illegal.
So like when he was putting his leg through his legs to get them under, and if technically he hit the groin, would that considered be a foul against him?
No, because it wasn't potential. If it was potential harm, then that would be a legal move.
Ooh, both close to getting out. Oh, and Pasco took for the throw.
Nice. 2 takedown.
The mat. About 50 seconds left on the clock.
Tovar trying very hard to get something in, but was stopped. And I believe it's because the chin strap or injury. Could have been potential that his coach stopped the match too, which could happen.
It looks like it, and either way, Pasco won, now leading with 44 and Guest 6. Pasco is crushing it today.
Everyone is cheering for Mr. Sione Halo approaching the mat. For those of you wondering, weight class is 182.
So when you say 182, it's the weight group, right?
Their weight class, yes.
Okay, weight class.
The reason why they are grouped into weight classes is so you don't have somebody that's 100 pounds wrestling somebody that's 200 pounds.
Yeah, great point. Because they would just get crushed. Both heading out towards the edge of the rink.
And they're out of bounds.
It looks like the Pasco Bulldog just drove him out.
If you're wondering what the ref is currently saying, is keep it in the middle. That's also another reason why there is that smaller ring in it, is that you roughly know how far it is from the mat. Clock currently has 1 minute and 20 seconds. Sorry for that. Score is still 0-0, and Sione went in for a throw, but was no point awarded. And I cannot tell. Oh, Sione's headgear came off, thus resulting in a stop in the match. And coach is currently questioning the ref. Sione is placing his headgear back on, but still needs to strap on his chin strap.
So why is just the headgear just over the ears and around the chin? Why not a full helmet?
Helmets would be a lot more dangerous for one, and because your ears are very accessible for injuries. There is a thing called cauliflower ear, which is very common in young wrestlers, especially people who have wrestled for a while. People always joke that if you have cauliflower ear, it means you're a good wrestler.
Oh. And I'm guessing cauliflower ear is actually some type of infection or not disease, but I'm guessing some type of infection in the ear.
It's fluid in the cartilage that hardens, and Sione got a mat return, it looks like.
With about 30 seconds left on the clock, Pasco in lead with 2.
There was 3 near fall awarded, but you cannot see the ref currently, and 1 escape for Southridge. Both had looked towards the clock at the time.
About 20 seconds left.
It looks like they're both trying to get in a tie for a shot.
Both holding hands, which is very interesting.
No, that's not holding hands. That is wrist control. They're at the wrist. A second left.
Oh, and that was time for first period.
Score is currently 5-1. Jesus and Irene were both joking that they had a wrestler expert over here, but that is not the case. I just do wrestling myself. And Sione going for that 1 escape. And mat return almost done by Southridge.
But somehow jumped and missed it. Oh, now it's getting
Now
pushed
there was a
towards
mat
the mat.
return.
But not taking the takedown yet. Ooh, somehow escaping from it, heading to the edge of the rink.
Now there is a 1 escape. He was simply looking for either an escape or a switch.
Now in the lead with 6.
To be honest, wrestling is quite a tough sport because you're having to think as you're going, but you don't know what your opponent's going to do.
So is it common for there to be a lot of injuries at wrestling matches?
Oh yes, there is actually a lot of injuries that could happen. I remember at a tournament last year, a girl who I believe was a foreign exchange student had broken her collarbone.
Oh, wow. About 45 seconds left on the clock for period 2.
There's a difference between an injury and an owie, as we like to joke around. An injury means that you're going to be out for more than 2 weeks, while an owie is just you simply just rolled an ankle. No damage done. About 20 seconds left on the clock, and the score is 6-1.
He escaped the takedown from Pasco. I think it's kind of funny when they hold each other's wrists and how their heads kind of cave in. It almost looks like a heart.
So here's a fun fact. When you press on the other person's head, that's stating like your dominance. You're like, yes, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get this shot. I'm going to take you down.
So kind of like how rams hit each other with horns.
Kind of. You can compare it to that. Or goats, too. They do that.
Yes.
Southridge on bottom, while Sione is on top.
2 minutes just started for the last period. Pasco in the lead with 6.
Sione keeping Southridge down. Oh, 2-on-1 is what's happening. While Southridge is trying to roll out his wrist. Crossface with the wrist control. Scrambling and a 1 escape for Southridge. And injury time started on green. I cannot tell you what it was for. Either he's having trouble breathing or he looks like he's reaching down to his calf.
Looks like he's putting less weight onto his ankles. Some people just need a second. Other people need a doctor in a hospital. He looks like he's feeling better already.
He's trying to jump it out. There's about 1 minute and 33 left on the clock for injury time.
Looks like he's already coming back in.
They're going to stop injury time, and they're going to meet up in the center ring.
Minute 26 seconds left on the clock. Pasco in the lead of 6.
Score is still 6-1. It's quite chilly in the gym this evening. Just know that the wrestlers are nice and warm because of their movement.
Whoopsies.
What just happened?
Let's see, my phone had a takedown. About 40 seconds left on the clock.
And Southridge awarded a 2 takedown. Come on, Sione.
He flipped out of that one.
Score is 6-4. Crowd is cheering for Sione to get up with 20 seconds left on the clock. And there was a 1 escape for Sione, and they're out of bounds.
And pushed him out of bounds.
Fun fact, in order for it to be called inbounds, there has to be 3 points of your body in the larger ring. So 2 feet in a hand or 2 feet in your waist. There has to be 3 supporting parts. It could be your 2 feet in an opponent's foot or hand, as long as there is 3 points in that larger ring. You're in bounds.
Ooh, Pasco just pushed him right out of the ring with 5 seconds left on the clock.
Here's a fun fact. There is potential with stalling calls if you keep on pushing your opponent.
It looks like that's the end for period 3. Pasco with 7 points. We'll get...
Next up, 195 for the Suns, Javon Johnson.
Pasco now in lead with 47-6. Now it's Avery Burrows for Pasco. Ooh.
Hey, I gotta get going.
Okay.
Say what's happening. There's a 2 takedown. Avery is going in for a collar tie.
Bye.
What do I do?
Introduce yourself and just say what's happening. Say what you're saying.
As of right now, you're not on mic yet.
Avery is going in for a takedown.
looking for that wrist control.
Avery's now collar tying. Spinning the guy around.
About 50 seconds left on the clock. Still 0-0. Both still standing. Oh.
Avery goes for a shot. The other guy is going for a fireman's.
Ooh, Avery about to take him down.
Avery is pushing the guy out of bounds. Avery flipped into his back. And they are out of bounds.
We got a 2 takedown. So Pasco in the lead with 2 points as of right now for this round. About 24 seconds left on the clock.
Avery is flipping him. Avery is going for the cradle. Never mind.
He's gotten pretty close to the mat.
And that is the end of the first round. Does anyone actually listen to what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, if they're in the live stream.
Both still standing. Second period just started. Minute 40 left on the clock. Pasco still in the lead with 2.
Avery goes for a shot.
Ooh.
Avery shoots and tries to trip the guy.
About a minute left. Both trying to figure out what to do. 40 seconds left on the clock. Pasco's still in the lead. Oh,
Southridge shoots. Avery sprawls.
Pasco's got a pretty good hold on him, but the Suns is slowly backing up.
Avery is being taken down. And Avery reverses, grabbing a leg.
Avery getting 2 points for a takedown. 10 seconds left on the clock. Pasco in the lead with 4 points. Still has.
Avery is going for the cradle. Oh,
And that's time for period 2. Pasco still in the lead with 4. Guest nothing.
Avery collar ties. Southridge shoots. Avery sprawls.
Ooh, both knocking them out of the circle. Pasco still in the lead with 4. A minute 23 left on the clock. in for a shot. About 50 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, they're pushing each other out of the ring. Oh, went for a sweep and missed and got pushed out. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Every car ties.
Both trying to get the other one on the mat. Ooh.
Oh, Avery's looking down. Oh, wait.
They took him down, but his son flipped over. 5 seconds left on the clock. Pasco in the lead still.
Avery isn't. Yep.
That was time for period 3.
Stay on this one for now.
Pasco win due to points.
How's it going?
Can my shift be over?
I don't know, can it?
I don't know.
Do you want to take over?
Pasco is still in the lead with 50 points to 6.
Now up at 220 for the Suns, Corbin Nelson. And for our Bulldogs, Damian Silva.
For Pasco, it's Damian Silva. Silva trying to get him into a headlock. Try to throw him and throw him to the mat. He's gotten pretty well against the mat. He's got him pretty good against that mat. Ref is getting on his knees to see. He's calling time. So he's very close. A minute 25 left on the clock. Pasco already in the lead with 2. Oh, and Pasco won. First period with a minute 19. Pasco still in the lead with 56-6.
And at 285, accepting the forfeit for the Bulldogs, Davion Pruitt.
Davion Gruant accepted the forfeit.
Probably.